According to the World Health Organization, it was clearly stated that the COVID-19 can be transmitted to any areas, no matter whether it's humid, cold, or any other climate. So there is no such evidence or anywhere it's written that these viruses cannot be lived or cannot sustain in the hot and humid climate. Okay, so most of the people has been thinking that taking hot bath or hot shower will actually prevent them from getting COVID-19, but again, no, it's a myth. It's not going to happen like this. Actually, our normal body temperature stays from 36.5 degrees Celsius to 37 degrees Celsius regardless whether you take a hot shower or not. So definitely it's not going to help you to prevent from COVID-19. Yeah, moreover, it will burn your skin. So please don't try to take extremely hot showers. It's gonna burn your skin and it's gonna make your skin extremely dry. No, coronavirus is not at all an airborne disease. It's basically transmitted from the person to person through the droplets that come out from the infected person to a healthy person. So definitely it is not an airborne disease. It's basically a contagious, but it's from person to person while touching or sneezing or coughing. Most of the people were even, I am getting the information that does pneumonia vaccinations will help you to avoid, because this is somewhere related to the respiratory. No, please, it's absolutely not. The pneumonia vaccinations will not help you to prevent from COVID-19, as this virus is completely new and it needs its own vaccinations to actually prevent from this virus. Most of the people also thinking that if you keep on rinsing your nose with a saline water, it will also help you to prevent the COVID-19. But no, there is no such evidence given anywhere around the information I have gathered up. Moreover, there is a very limited chances are there to recover from the common cold. But there is nowhere the evidence is given that it will help you to prevent from COVID-19. No, a big no. Does garlic helps you to prevent COVID-19? No. Again, the answer is no. Garlic is definitely a healthy food and it has a many microbial properties and it has an amazing health benefits. But in this case, garlic is also not used to prevent COVID-19. Why am I telling about this garlic is every day I am getting at least 10 to 15 messages stating that eat garlic, drink garlic water, crush the garlic and eat it like that. But please, according to the World Health Organization, there is no such evidence given anywhere which states that garlic prevents the COVID-19. So no. So one more thing I have been listening lately is, COVID-19 or these kind of viruses are mostly affected to the older people like above 50 or 60 or younger people that is below. See, this is a virus. First thing, it's a very contagious virus and definitely it will be transmitted from the infected person to a healthy person through the droplets that comes out of that infected person through coughing or sneezing. So how come this will be related to the younger people or the older people will be getting these viruses? What I think is Why people started assuming is this, because the kids who are below 3 years and the elderly people who are like above 50 years, so they are basically are the people who are having a very low immunity. So maybe, and the mortality rate is definitely more on the older people. So that's why I think the people have started assuming that it might affect only the people who are either older or younger. But please, it is not like that. This virus can affect any person, but if your immunity is strong, you can easily come out with a proper treatment. If your immunity is low, or if you are someone who is suffering from some kind of diseases, like for example asthma, diabetes and heart diseases, you might have to face a little more problems, or you might have to face some complications regarding this virus. In World Health Organization website, where they have clearly mentioned it, that if you are a healthy person, you absolutely no need of the mask. The only precautions you need to take is, you better stay away from the crowded place, stay away from the person who's sneezing and coughing, try to wash your hands properly, and don't touch your face with your hands unnecessarily. So those were the only precautions. The mask should be worn by only those people who are suffering from common cold, cough, regular sneezing or constant sneezing, or the person who are actually treating the infected people, or the hospital authorities, because they come into contact with so many people with so many different diseases and infections. So these were the people who actually need a mask, but a perfectly healthy person don't need a mask. Please don't go ahead and buy lots and lots of masks, because you might buy unnecessarily, leaving the other person nothing who actually in need of. This is what everybody needs to think about. See, definitely this is a global emergency, and which World Health Organization have also mentioned it about, and every country is doing amazingly in order to protect their country people and the expatriates who are living in this. We should hats off to them. At the same time, we should never forget the hospital authorities and the people who are working in hospitals, whether it could be the nurses, the admin staff, the doctors, or even the small workers working in the hospital. We should be thankful for them, because they are working in a situation where we are scared to go out, but these people were going outside and they were trying to help us no matter what the situation is. Hats off to them.